Oh, what else came through? Oh yeah, let's talk about a little game called Strive.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord, yeah, exactly. The the unanimous sigh of not relief, but like frustration. And
did you hear the crowd at Evo during the Shingeki cancel?
Oh yeah, because I was also, you probably could have heard me all the way in Vegas when I saw that. So for those that haven't had a chance to check it out, so we got official announcement from Arxis on the season 3 long-awaited trailer, something to show off about what's going on with season 3 with Strive, because Asuka was the closure to season 2. We're like, okay. I think they said in a developer's backyard that they or not even just the backyard, but they said there had a lot of things going on for season 3. They said that during the Asuka DLC kind of grind. So we actually got the major battle updates coming up for season 3, including special moves. Where you're right. Where we
that's so cool.
Where we had no business in giving this freaking girl a way to get off her damn dolphin. Oh my lord, I can't even begin.
Her anymore for free.
I can't even begin.
Or 5K.
They announced last week on the backyard that yes, they would have special moves. So this shouldn't have come as a surprise.
But there's a surprise. Then there's outright disrespect, and that's what this is. Holy shit. Anyway, we'll deal with that. We only got a little snippet of things. We got May. We got Faust. I don't know if you picked up on Faust, where he can eat his item. And to my understanding, it looks like he can be in neutral and then decide to, instead of tossing an item, I think he gets to then use the item that he just ate. That's from what I've gathered from what they showed us there.
I would hope that you can, when he does that, he actually can change the item.
No, he can't change.
I know he can't, but it'd be cool if it was randomized change, and honestly, then it makes it more interesting.
Honestly, it looks like he's doing quarter circle back punch, because maybe they have you decide if you want to use the item or not. But the problem is you're going to be looking at the opponent, and then when you use the item, you're going to look at your hand. Like, yes, you should be looking at your hand anyway, so that you can plan your next attack. But at the same time, it's like how much faster you have to think. Oh, I just put a hammer out, I need to eat it. Or I just have a hammer out, I need to throw it. Like I don't know if boss players are gonna like that.
But I'm also wondering, like, imagine the other things though. Oh, I can get a meaty meteor whenever I want.
Yeah, right. I can eat meteors. Yeah.
Oh, well, it depends also. It depends also if he can move after, because they're not showing us if he can move freely after. Or stay in that position. Or
if it affects his movement, right? If it's a big item, is he a little slower? Can he not air dash, right? This is just thinking balance-wise. I know we're getting into the weeds there, but that's what Faust can do. He can eat, he can store items, and he can spit them back out. And his animation, awesome. Can he what?
Like, could he replace what he's eaten with something new?
Maybe.
I don't think they're going to allow it. I think he's going to have to spit it out, but...
you got to balance it somehow, man. It can't be that would be busted otherwise.
What is this one again?
They just got to jump off the dolphin. I don't know.
That is also true. Yeah, bro, fucking fairness has gone out the fucking window within the first couple seconds. Ram gets rocks that seem to kind of like pull you in, and now it's like she can kind of like 2D you afterwards. I'm like, why did she even need that? She did not need that, guys.
I can kind of explain that, because that's kind of like her. She has her, I think it's 2 HS in Exert, where it pulls you in a little bit. It's like there's a move where she like literally has the sword come from the ground and pull you in.
Yeah, I remember that.
But I think that's what that is, and they're trying to make up for it. But yeah, she don't need that.
She didn't need that. Anji gets. I don't know if that's a newer version or maybe a faster overhead. I don't know if I can't remember if he's done this in previous iterations. I wasn't too big of an Anji player in previous games, but he has another. Oh my god!
What's the green ball? That green ball or whatever. Like when he would do this.
What's the name of the freaking spin? I can't remember the name of the spin. Fujin. Yeah, it's Fujin. Excuse me. His Fujin now has a new entry, which seems to be like some sort of overhead. He's got even carp fish in the water. I didn't even notice that until now, and it bounces. So characters are all getting new stuff, and we're getting universal offensive mechanics. Wild Assault. I thought this was. What are they called? They weren't called Overdrive. What were they called? Yeah, what was the EX again?
No, right.
Is it Overdrive in?
Are you talking about Grand Blue?
No, I'm thinking of like Rev
Force.
And Grand Blue is Assault.
Force. Yeah. force break moves.
Yeah, in reload.
And like reload.
Accent core.
Accent core. Yeah, force. Yeah, where you can actually, it's basically EX moves for those that aren't aware. I thought that's what this was. This is universal because you're using dust. You're using a quarter circle and dust button, and that was like the same button scheme for that. Performs a lunging attack to the front, available for all characters, and properties may vary depending on said characters. Some people are saying like, haha, it's drive rush. I'm like, no, it's a predetermined move. Like the move is predetermined. It's not like you get the dash and pick a button. But from what it seems, all these freaking here's the part that's scary. All the versions of it that I'm seeing right now, they all cause the same effect, which is guard break. Yep. And it seems like on counter, it does a really big like bounce animation, like that you can just get. So for 50 burst gauge, you require 50 burst gauge for that. So that's interesting. Yeah, so your burst is now getting more utility, which is
good or bad.
That's the beauty of it. It's like it's a think about it. You get to take back your turn if they block, but if they get hit by it, I mean, what's the return on it? And if they force I'm gonna keep saying force break out of habit. If they wild assaulted before you, guaranteed they don't have burst then. So that means it's a guarantee punish for you. Like it's interesting. It's a gamble, but depending on per character, it could be good. With some characters, could be complete fucking dog shit for others. So that's what we're getting there. And then defensive mechanics, we're getting deflect shield, aka push block. Yeah, we finally get push block. Oh my god!
Oh god,
it's finally
Eno's
here.
getting nerfed again. Great.
Eno got nerfed, but then Happy Chaos also got nerfed. So you know what? If Eno has to die for it, I'm okay with that. I'm okay.
I've noticed push block doesn't stop characters who keep getting to run in for free and shooting.
We don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, it didn't stop Leo in the video. You see, he get push block, and then he's like, he push block, and he's like, yeah, I'm going in.
It's weird. It's
weird. It's a very weird, kind of decision making that they did for it.
What's the one that they had in Xrd where it was like, if you timed it right, it would make them kind of like put their hands up. It wasn't like a guard break. It was just more like a get off me. It was almost like an alpha counter type thing, but you were allowed to approach your turn, like take your turn. Damn. It was like armor.
You talking about dead angle?
Maybe. Yeah.
I think that's the only thing I can think of.
Dead angle was 50.
Kind of gives me that vibe.
Dead angle was a 50% get off me tool.
Yeah.
And then the other was now, are you talking about the focus attack that was in like Xrd?
Talking about Blitz?
The Blitz?
Yeah,
right?
Blitz. That's what it kind of reminds me of a little bit. Like one of the.
For me, the force palm stuff does remind me.
Yeah. No, you mean the wild assault?
Whatever the offensive mechanic is. Yeah.
Wild assault. Yeah, I know these names. But yeah, so we're getting an overhaul in terms of mechanics. We're getting an overhaul in terms of characters.
Just doesn't. I mean, I hope we can see some patches soon because I don't know, man.
It's gotta
see
come
what
correct.
Eno's new move is.
Oh yeah.
I want to see what her buffs are.
Yeah.
I want to see what type of deal they're doing with characters because, again, not my guilty gear still. I'm sorry. I know I'm old man yelling at.
She's getting a down forward angle.
Well,
however, down forward angle special move.
However, play the next part.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. As if that isn't enough, let's make it a little more Guilty Gear like and add, one of the tyrants in the history of this fucking game back into it.
Not gonna lie, when I saw the card, I thought it was Answer, so that was my bad. So it was Johnny.
Nope.
I would have been
Johnny. Mr. Johnny Bravo himself has made it back in the game. Not really surprised. He is as inevitable as Biken being put into a game. He looks exactly the same. His character design is so perfect. They have not changed this man in 25 years. He has not changed. He's like Guile. He's Guile. It's like you can't change him that much. Like he's just what it is. Like.
I mean,
they were saying that he doesn't have nipples in his main.
Yeah, he doesn't. Like, he doesn't have nips. Yeah,
he's a clone.
Never seen it. I mean, the thing is that's interesting is he's gotten rid of the coin, and he's traded it off for
a card.
The card. Yeah.
Yes.
Are we gonna have a deck of cards, or like what are we gonna have here? Are we gonna be able to just use it whenever we want? Because coin was kind of important to like make sure you use at the right time.
Yeah, so for those that, if this is your first Strive or your first Guilty Gear, Johnny's a character that lived off of a economy of he had a certain amount of coins that he started every round with, 6, I believe, if I remember correctly. And each coin, when he used it, for one, the coin itself had a hitbox, and you could use it. Wasn't like it was an attack, but it wasn't really an attack, but it was an attack. And every coin that hit the opponent upgraded his abilities to OP standards, where things were unblockable. They were so instant, like you just weren't, you weren't gonna block it. And sometimes they gave him such a crazy return, and he was just offense. It was just in certain situations you literally just couldn't fight it. Go look up Omito Johnny, which I guarantee you we're going to see a lot more of him once this patch comes out. You're going to see him on Twitch. You're going to see him in those top 8s because he is a Evo winning. He's an Evo champ, and this was his character. So you put that combination in, it tends to bring back some people. So yeah, in Johnny's gameplay, like you're stating earlier, Mezza, yeah, we're not seeing really coins. We're seeing cards now. He's got teleports, right? He still has his dust, where he moves around. You get the teleport. He's got his...
a little different.
Yeah, a little different. He's got his sword, of course, so he's got some pretty long reaching normals, the teleport shenanigans. He's got the flip shenanigans. But the cards is what we're trying to figure out, because previously those missed like buttons where he would hit you low, or maybe go overhead. Those are the moves that got better with coin, but you didn't have to set up a coin in order to do them. It seems like right now, maybe to make them more potent, the cards are taking that kind of substitute, like to becoming that, and it looks like you would get like really good return. Also like to say that super that he does is such a call out to his original insta kill. If for those that the hardcore OGs, you know what it is. Once you see that Joker on there and he just slashes, that was literally his insta kill in the previous games.
GG.
Maybe it's a sign we're getting new insta kills.
Maybe we'll get call outs.
Nope. We said that before when Eno did her Megalovania and nothing happened.
I said call outs. I said call outs, like homages to them. Doesn't mean we're getting them.
Well, yeah, Biken's finisher or Biken's finishing quote is an homage to her insta kill.
I gotta give it to Guilty Gear.
Is it?
Yeah. With the her finishing, she sits down in the little pagoda area, and before it was like the little water drainage, and then slice behind the door. Am I going crazy?
But she doesn't do that in Strive though. She doesn't have that in Strive, like anything like that in Strive. Anyway, regardless.
Have you not won in a while or something? Or?
Maybe it's been a while. I haven't played Strive in a little bit. But regardless, though, so Johnny's in, and he's looking potent. He looks like he's going to be fun. And we don't have to wait long. That's the crazy part. We don't actually have to wait really that long. August 24th is going to be the start of the Season 3. That is going to bring Johnny. That is going to bring these battle adjustments. That is going to bring the new mechanics to come with us, too. So, not your Guilty Gear. Won't be the same Guilty Gear any longer, for much longer, really, for 2 weeks. So, yeah, Season Pass 3, we're getting a total of 4 characters. I think they said it was 2 original characters and 2 new characters, if I recall correctly, is what they stated. We will see another character before 2023 is up, and then the last 2 will be happening in 2024.
Sorry.
Go on.
This already feels like the same.
Okay, so let me finish this real quick. 4 additional characters, 2 battle stages, additional character colors for Season 3 characters, and extra colors 13 to 15 for Season 3 characters. Now, talking about what you're about to allude to, I'm right there with you. This Season Pass feels a lot like the same. Yep. Sure, the balance patch is going to be great. That's going to freshen things up. But I don't know what it is. I was just like, okay, cool. It's just another 4, another this, another that. Like, I don't know what it was about it that it felt a little lackluster in that side. I don't know why that is, because we are getting a refresh, but
it's not addressing some of the onlines, like maybe a new rank way, or I know it's more announcement heavy, like, hey, this is EVO, we're announcement heavy, what everybody wants. We'll deal with the little smaller stuff later. But then it's just like there are a lot more things that a lot more hardcore players really want.
I mean, I feel like they're I feel like they're catering towards, of course, the casuals and trying to get the people who've been waiting or want to get back into the game back into it, which is great. But I hear where you're coming from, 100%, Gabe. But you also have to remember, I truly feel that, let's say they put Dizzy in the game, I would 100% come back. Why? Because I've already played the game. I know I'm not the biggest fan of the game, but with the right character, I'll come back, right? And many people like iconic characters. I think it's also to hide the fact that they still have to deal with the other extra stuff. And take it from the book of DNF Duel, announcing these smaller things at bigger stages does not help your cause. So I think they have to stay big. They have to kind of show off these characters and hide past the little things, right? So
and I've said it all the time. You want to make sure your announcement is in front of all the eyes, which is why it's weird that Melty Blood put somebody like a new character in a new game right when Guilty Gear Strive started.
that's fair.
True. Yeah, but regardless, this is what we're getting, and for all we know, we might get a backyard developers right before the patch, or some announcements as to maybe pertaining to those network issues, this and that, maybe ranking as well, because it kind of seems to be the thing. I think KOF has a new ranking system coming out where that new highest rank is Immortal. Street Fighter just did for their Master System. Let me see. Is there anyone else? Actually, no. They did talk about something. Yeah, Celestial players were supposed to be getting something higher than Celestial. I think that was in the developer backyard too. We don't know whether or not we're gonna get that on this next big patch. But if we did, then I would say like season passes, whatever. But I think the patch is what's